Welcome to episode 129 of the Ben Briggs podcast. I am Ben Briggs. It's Tuesday, people. Tuesday, the 28th of July, 2020. And we're back again, people, after a busy weekend. Although still no gigs, just fucking doing shit round the house like we all are these days, aren't we? Every one of us is going to have a sparkling, brand new, ready to sell home because we've got fuck all else to do other than stay around and hang around. I hope you're all doing all right out there. Everything seems to be loosening up a little bit, although in the UK here, they seem to be targeting lockdowns now. Certain cities where the R rate, whatever that is, the rate of infection goes above a certain level, goes over 1, and everybody starts fucking shitting themselves and thinking everything's going to kick off again. But things seem to be loosening up a little bit. Gigs are starting again from the 1st, so I don't know whether that's, it's all socially distant shit. Nobody really knows what's going on. Nobody really knows whether we've got to wear face masks or shit like that. But, hey, this is the new world. You know, I've just been on the internet just, like, looking at fucking conspiracy theories all the time, going, I haven't got a clue, really, who to believe now. You read so much fucking shit on the internet these days that, the madness of some people, and then the more and more you read the madness of people, you start thinking, actually, they've got quite a point there. If this was... you dive down into one of those fucking YouTube wormholes where you start going, oh my God, maybe it is 5G. Maybe I ought to fucking just go back to a normal fucking phone without being a smartphone. Maybe we ought to just use 2 cups on the end of a piece of string. That could be safe. Then somebody will tap into the piece of string. Ah, dear. With another bit of string tied on there and start listening into you. I don't know, people. It's very, very, it's like anything these days. There's too much fucking information out there. Whatever argument you want to back up, you can always find some sort of evidence to back it up these days, can't you? Other than, random weird shit like UFOs landing. But, there's people out there who believe the world is flat, isn't there? So what are we going to do? That's where we are as a species at the minute. Something that you can actually fucking see. The Matrix film has got a lot to fucking answer for. I don't remember all this shit before The Matrix came out in the 90s. All this weird conspiracy shit seemed to start around that sort of time. Maybe I just became aware of it around about that time, but there's always some weird corner of the internet where somebody's come spouting shit. Exactly, that's what this podcast is about, people. Let's have a little bit of tea. Wet the old lips a little bit. So, yeah, I've had this weekend, I got fucking bit by something. You can't really see it now on my nose, but my fucking face and everything just fucking erupted. I have no idea what it was. I've got some sort of tablets that I'm on at the minute. I don't know what they are, antibiotics or something like that. But something bit me, and, you go down to the doctors. Well, you don't go down to the doctors, do you? You have to fucking ring them up now. That's it, because even the doctors are like, shit, scared of, meeting people now. Everything's done over the phone, so you got to describe what happened and what your fucking face looks like. Although, saying that, it looks a little bit better today. But, it's the old antibiotics must be kicking in. But they're like, oh, do you know what bit you? I was fucking asleep. I woke up like it could have been anything. Somebody could have come in and just scratched my nose like after picking their asshole or something. I don't know. I have no idea. I was unconscious at the time. So, so that's been my fun packed. That happened Saturday, I think, Saturday night, something like that. And then, yeah, that's been my fun-packed fucking couple of days for me, trying to fucking sort out my fucking face falling apart. However, we have overcome that, people, to bring you this podcast today. Yeah, so it's been, I hope, you know, I hope all of your weekend went soundly. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, people. I don't know. I can't get a hold on anything. I can't get an opinion on this whole shit. I want to think, there's the conspiracy part of me that I want to think is all a government plot to keep us indoors, keep us a passive workforce. I'll tell you what, if you were and did want to pacify the workforce and get everybody to toe the fucking line and, you know, just do what you wanted to do, just go to work, then come home, do nothing else, just be good consumers. This is the fucking way to do it, people. Isn't it? You sacrifice a few industries and then everybody else, you know, you sacrifice the arts, which is like fundamental in any sort of like act against the government, isn't it? You know, the arts, people putting on fucking plays up at the Edinburgh Festival about Brexit and shit like that. Maybe they've just had enough of that shit. Maybe they've just had enough of comedians doing material about Brexit and people putting on one-man plays in Edinburgh about Boris Johnson, and they've just thought, fuck it, we can't do this anymore. We've got to do something. They've had a word with all the heads of state around the world, have got together and thought to themselves, fuck it, we need to control the people a little bit more. There's too many fucking, he says, spitting all over the fucking mic, too many fucking blogs on the internet that are tracking down like what we're doing. Let's see if we can keep people home and stop them going out marching. Not that that's worked, to be perfectly honest. But there we go. So yeah, so that's my little what I've been doing, delving into conspiracy. And then you're just like, well, you know, you wear a mask because it's law to wear a mask now. Then you've got mask shaming going on. Everything's about shaming something these days, isn't it? You know, shaming people not wearing masks, people getting beat up on planes for not wearing masks. Did you see that video? Oh, fuck me. Just put the mask on. It's easier, isn't it, than having somebody stamp on your head in the middle aisle of a plane. I have a right not to wear a mask. As he's fucking getting his head stamped on. It was one of the funniest things I've seen. I ain't gonna lie to you. Let's have a little bit more tea. Here's somebody. There was somebody who took full advantage of the coronavirus, very much like anybody on TikTok at the moment. Not that I'm on there. You know, I'm aware of the platform of TikTok. I have, you know, it's difficult for me to come across with what I want to say in a 30-second fucking dance video, really. So I'm struggling with that. But here's somebody who's taken advantage of the situation with regards to the coronavirus. There was an author who lost his spot in the top 10. Basically, what he did, he bought a load of his own fucking books. And by doing that, I think he bought 400 of his own books, which isn't a lot, really, to get into the top 10 bestsellers list or whatever. He bought, 400 of his own books, and it got him into the top 10. Now, Mark Dawson's purchase pushed his thriller, The Cleaner up. The Cleaner. Oh, right, yeah. The Cleaner up. It's just a guy. Just a guy going around mopping things. I'm not really sure this should be in the top 10. Bestseller charts for his thriller, The Cleaner, after revealing that he bought 400 copies himself to get it to a higher position. That is somebody taking advantage of the fact. You know, I take my fucking hat off to him. This fucking mic's dropping down again. Fuck me, Jesus. Oh, this is so annoying, man. There we go. I might need a new mic arm. It just keeps dropping down. This is somebody who's taken advantage, and I doff my cap to him if I was wearing one, of the fact that fucking, you know, nobody's really releasing books or whatever, and he's done the fucking calculations. He was in 13th spot in the midweek chart, and then just bought 400 copies himself and went into the top 10. And now, you know, he can present himself as a top 10 author. I take my hat off to him. He played the fucking system, didn't he? He played the system. It worked out for him. What more do you want? I don't know. What more can you ask for from an author to do that? It shows, if anything, it shows entrepreneurship. I mean, later on, it's going to be quite difficult for him to, you know, if he does get a massive smash #1 hit, everybody's going to be looking at his fucking bank account. Jesus Christ. I've got a bit of a fucking groggy throat today as well. Maybe that's something to do with these tablets I'm on. I very much doubt it. Maybe it's coronavirus. I don't know. It's so hard to tell these days, isn't it? What you got? That's the thing. If the symptoms for coronavirus were like you turn purple, you get fucking yellow fucking boils all over your fucking back or something like that, or chest, or your fucking left leg just swells up to 8 times the size, it'd be easy to tell. But being as, you know, everything's all pretty much the same as the common cold, it's quite difficult, isn't it, people? I've had it. Are you sure about that? I'm not sure. Bit more tea there. That's the tea done. What are we on? 12 minutes. Fucking hell. Yeah, so the geezer has played the system. This is like years ago, I remember when there was awards, and within the comedy industry, there is awards. They used to be the West Midlands Comedy Awards, where you could fucking vote and that sort of thing. I think it's just gone broader now with the Midlands Comedy Awards. But I remember one year, like Certain X rigging that and trying to be voted, casting more votes and shit like that, or signing in under assumed names and voting for themselves and shit. I mean, is it really worth it? I don't know. You know, is it really worth it to put that on your comedy CV, West Midlands, you know, Act of the Year 2009, I think it was, something like that. I don't know. How long ago was that? 11 years ago? Yeah, got to be something like that. 2009, 2010. I don't know. There's a lot of corruption within the comedy industry when it comes to the West Midlands Comedy Awards, as was, which is dead now, the Midlands Comedy Awards, which is still going. I think it's still going. Is it? I don't know. Is a little bit more fairer, less corrupt. Less corrupt than fucking people just going, oh my God, what fucking name am I going to be under this one to cast my vote for myself? Who knows? Anyway, that's essentially what this geezer's done, isn't it? I am tempted to buy his book now, The Cleaner. It's a thriller. I imagine, is it about a hitman? I don't know. I imagine he's probably just rewrote the film Leon, and done that. I mean, like, if it's a thriller, The Cleaner has got to be, you know, it's got to be. Dawson's actions were criticised by other authors for gaming the system, obviously, with current circumstances calling for alternative ways. I think he said, like, he'd bought himself in the end to because people wanted a signed copy or something like that. But you just feel like saying, look, mate. We know what you're doing. You tried to get away with it. You didn't get away with it. You got in the top 10 for a bit. He got a bit of press exposure. He's probably sold more than 400 copies of the fucking book out of the fucking press he's got for it. I don't know, people. I don't know. Who knows these days? It's a way of doing it, though. People cheating and stuff like that, and it, you know, like people do that all the time. You know, when you watch, like the other day, I was watching like something about boxing where somebody had like they put a special coating on their fucking the wraps on their hands, so when they put it in the gloves, it like hardened. He was just knocking shit out of the other guy, and then it was found after the boxing that he'd like put this special resin, like hardened resin, over the tapes on his hands. So he was essentially hitting him, the other guy, with you know, concrete fucking fists. You know, something like it was fucking, you know, a normal boxer fighting fucking Thor or something like that. Or the Hulk, I don't know. Not really up on the old Marvel stuff. So anyway, the other thing that's been going on is obviously the shaming of people not wearing masks and shit, and people. This is the whole thing, in you know, like people say, oh, you can wear masks for other people. You know, it's to protect other people from you and you from other people, and if you're both wearing masks, then obviously the protection is better. And people have just gone, fuck that. I'm not wearing a fucking mask, man. This is my rights not to wear a mask. Everybody suddenly starts going on about their rights, don't they? They suddenly become a massive, important thing when things like this happen. Not that I'm totally towing the line, but it's a fucking, you know, it's a fucking mask. You know what I mean? I know some people, like, can't wear masks for health reasons or whatever because, like, you know, I don't know, man. Like, if a little bit of cloth in front of your mouth prevents you from living, I'm not sure you're going to last that long. You know what I mean? I just, you know, if a thin bit of cloth, you can't wear a thin bit of cloth. I know there's people out there. Hey, man, there's probably people out there now. Hey, man, I've got asthma, man. I struggle breathing, man. Yeah, but, you know, I don't know. If there's a thin bit of cloth, sort of like precludes you from like breathing. I don't, you know, that wearing a mask is the least of your worries, really, isn't it? There can't be long left. You know, I understand it if you're walking around like a fucking Ghostbuster with an oxygen mask on your back. You know, you've been smoking too many fags over the years or whatever. You know, whatever. Fucking, you know. Used to work in a factory making asbestos. I can see that. I can see that not working for you. But, you know, the majority of people who are complaining about wearing masks are simply people who don't want to be told to wear a mask. That's basically it, isn't it? That is basically what it's come to. Everybody just thinks to themselves, you know, why should I wear a mask? I'm perfectly healthy at the moment. Well, you know, it's to protect other people and stuff. Fuck you! So that's it. So this moves on to our story about the man. There was a guy in the news who was walking down Oxford Street wearing nothing but a face mask to cover his genitalia because it's come out that you have to, you know. And mysteriously, he got caught on camera and film and shit like this, filmed in a very good, you know, position, overlooking where he was walking. It just so happened that an office worker was, like, fucking looking out of their fucking window at the exact time he was walking by and looking up at the window and shit. You know, hey, am I on camera? Yeah. In no way was that, you know, in no way was that manufactured to be recorded by one of his friends. So this guy's walking down Oxford Street, one of the busiest streets in London, or as was before the fucking the virus, Cyrus the virus hit. But yeah, so he's walking down Oxford Street wearing nothing but a face mask on his fucking cock and balls, basically. That's it. The rest of him is naked. You know, there's somebody who's, hey man, I'm gonna take this literally, and I'm gonna walk down. You know, he didn't do it. He obviously wants to, you know, get a bit of news, get a little bit famous by walking down Oxford Street. You know, that's a difficult one to sell your fucking grandkids in the future. What did you do? I walked down Oxford Street with a face mask. When they announced we had to wear face masks, I walked down Oxford Street with a face mask over my cock and balls. That was it. That's it. Oh my God. And what reaction did that cause? Oh, well, it was in the media for about a day, and then everybody forgot because something else happened. That's basically it, isn't it? That's anything that happens these days. It's instantly replaced. Isn't it? It's just like everything, you know, you could have a massive news story. Holy fucking shit. You know, this has just happened. You know, fucking, this is, you know, amazing thing has fucking exploded, wiped out loads of people. 24 hours later, there's a guy walking down Oxford Street who's wearing a fucking face mask on his dick. Just replaces that news headline. There we go. All those people who have died, they go a little bit lower in our consciousness, and this guy's in there for 24 hours. If 9/11 happened today, it'd be forgotten by fucking Thursday, wouldn't it? I don't know. Maybe not. I was just making a comment about the how news is replaced, how shockingly replaced headlines. You know, Prince Andrew's still out there doing shit. You know, he's not got away. They've tried to fucking bury him, haven't they? They're just patting down the mud on top of him, but he's still fucking out there earning money. Even though, you know, he's just shuffled into the background. You know, just put away like all the fucking stolen Nazi gold. I don't know, people. Too many conspiracy theories. It's a bit of a conspiracy theory fucking episode today, people. I don't know. I'm all over the place today. Let's see if we can get into this a little bit more. Obviously, seeing in the news and that sort of thing, the Virgin Galactic thing. Now, it just seems, obviously, Virgin Galactic and SpaceX seem to be rivals or whatever, don't they? Virgin Galactic are offering, what is it, rides into space? Is that it? You just go, you know, you feel that zero gravity and come down again, you know. Whereas SpaceX is actually trying to get to Mars. Whereas I think that's the idea anyway, isn't it? Oh, fuck me, this fucking mic. It's fucking doing my head in. It keeps slipping down. Fucking. Everything's tight. That's tight. That's tight. Is that one tight there? Not as tight as it should be. Let's go. That's it. Fucking yes. Anyway. Yeah, so Virgin Galactic are set for the last key rocket test flights. Now, this is, you know, it's hardly fucking futuristic, too futuristic fucking Star Trek shit, but it is, it's actually quite cool. I mean, like, if I was offered the opportunity to go in space, first of all, I'd make sure it was 100% fucking, you know, safe. You know, you don't want to go up there like a fucking Challenger and explode in front of everybody. Be the most expensive firework that ever happened. That's got to go. That's got to go to NASA, hasn't it? The most expensive fucking firework when that Challenger thing happened. So that's something that's been going on. I can't. You know, the more I look at what we're doing to this planet, you know, with plastics and fucking pollution and viruses and shit like that, you know, eating fucking anything and then getting that transferred over to us. This is the world we're living in at the minute. You know, nobody, Nobody's selling bat food whatsoever. Hey, nobody wants to know that shit anymore, do they? I'm all right. I just stick to chicken, man. That's all I'm going to do. We can take on bird flu. This fucking bat flu fucking COVID shit is a bit too lively for our liking. Yeah, so that's one thing that's going on. I thoroughly believe that we ought to colonize Mars. Colonize a planet that is desolate, possibly has water, possibly doesn't have water. It sounds fucking awful to me. I don't know why SpaceX are doing it other than to say we went to fucking Mars, we plunked some people on there. They're just going to go mental, aren't they? It's bad enough, like, you see people in lockdown, how people cope. Maybe that's it. Maybe this is the ultimate conspiracy theory. They're seeing how people cope in a lockdown situation to see if we can colonize another planet. That'll be it. We're just getting emails back from fucking Mars. People applauding the NHS from Mars. And then, you go to Mars, they've got a fucking rainbow in the fucking window of the cabin there. I don't know, man. Everybody's sitting around just watching, documentaries and shit like that, writing blogs, doing pithy little fucking Facebook statements. I don't know. Maybe I'm losing my mind on this episode. Who knows? Anyway, let's move on. That could be it. People will be just sitting in Mars, just like totally, hating each other because they've been in each other's. They've got nowhere to go, no outside space, Can't get a fucking bicycle to go for a bike ride. It'd be very much like lockdown, living on Mars, I imagine. They're just training us up for it at the moment. That could be it. That's my conspiracy theory. Get it on fucking line right now, Ben. Anyway, let's move on to this fucking headline. Not that we're just talking about headlines. Husband discovers wife's affair after spotting her in the act on Google Maps. Fucking how big is she? A husband who recognised his wife as she got cozy with another man on a bench on Google Maps later discovered she was having an affair after he confronted her over the image. Let's have a look. When Google Maps launched back in 2000, it made the world a far smaller place. Technically, it didn't, you know what I mean? It just, it just made it more visible. The tool allows, it captures, but one man was left heartbroken when the Street View tool captured his wife with another man and exposed her affair. The images, which went viral on Facebook, shows a row of benches on a pedestrianised path in Lima, the capital city of Peru. She looks a big old girl, to be fair to her. I mean, they're blurred out. Yeah, there's a guy lying, she's sitting on the bench. There's a guy lying across her with his head. She could have said, I was saving him. The guy was having a heart attack. Jesus. He's having a heart attack, and I thought I'd be able to, and it caught me at the wrong time. That guy just fell off that lamppost and landed next to me. And just caught that. Google Street View, you're fucking grass. His face is obscured from view, and the woman has been blurred out, which is standard practice on Google Maps to protect people's privacy. But it wasn't enough to stop the woman's husband from recognising her when he stumbled across the scene back in 2013, spotting her familiar outfit as he explored the streets. Oh, dear. Familiar outfit? She's wearing fucking black jeans, by the looks of it, a black top and a fucking white cardigan over the top. I don't know, man. What a way to find out, though. What a way to find out that somebody's cheating on you. Just have a look round Lima, see if there's any nice places, look round town, that sort of thing. What? No, fucking no. Or yes, depending on how the marriage was working out. Not well, I imagine. I bet she was one of those resentful fucking, resentful cheaters. Where you start fucking having a go at the other person and stuff like that. Everything starts grinding away because you've got that thing in the back of your head where you're like, I'd rather be with this person rather than you, but I'm stuck with you at the moment. So I'm going to make your life hell until you eventually split up with me. That could be it, people. That could be what was happening. It's not the first time someone has been left baffled by finding on Google Maps after an eagle-eyed user was left in stitches when they came across a funny site in the US and was kind enough to share. What was it? Let's have a look. Unfortunately, for one woman, it just so happened that the Google car drove down a road at the exact moment she took a fall while digging around in a wheelie bin. Classic. Classic Google Maps. I think this place is on Google Maps. I think so. Anyway, they came around like years ago and shit like that. That's the thing, though, isn't it? Nobody asked. Nobody. Could she sue Google Maps for that? I don't know. Nobody asked that. To go around. You're not asked individually, are you? They just fucking we're going to take these pictures of every single fucking area so we know exactly what all the housing looks like and shit like that. And you can go around spying. I don't know. I think, you can go around spying, 10 years ago when they took those pictures. Oh, fucking hell. It's been a bit of a mishmash episode today, people. I ain't going to lie to you. You already know this. You've listened to it, haven't you? We're on 31 minutes. That was episode 129 of the Ben Briggs podcast. He says, you only said it half an hour ago, Ben. Why you forgot it already? Because I'm fucking old. That's it, innit? I'm fucking old, people. Anyway, that was episode 129. I will be back on Saturday. If you've got any questions or anything, you can always message me, podcast@benbriggs.co.uk. I will speak to you Saturday, people. Take care, motherfuckers. I'll speak to you then.